Have you noticed just how many times since Easter the Holy Spirit has been mentioned by Jesus in our readings from the Gospel? Today, as the Gospel reading takes us back to the night that Jesus spent sharing supper with his disciples before his passion and crucifixion, Christ explains again the coming of the Holy Spirit. In what felt like abandonment to the disciples, Jesus says it is for our good that he must leave, so that the Advocate, the Holy Spirit, might come to us. These words of Jesus at the Last Supper reflect some of the heavy sorrow of that meal, darkened by the disciples' awareness that they were losing Jesus. What he says to them to give comfort applies to us also. Jesus remains with us through his Spirit, the Paraclete dwelling in us and linking us to the Father, as Jesus is too linked to the Father. For us, hearing this again this week is all the more poignant as we prepare to celebrate the Feast of the Ascension, the day when we particularly remember and celebrate Christ ascending to God the Father. Understanding the coming of the Holy Spirit is clearly of great importance for Jesus to share with the disciples and also for us. One of the greatest joys in my early years of ordained ministry has been exploring just this, the coming of and the presence of the Holy Spirit with confirmation candidates. In preparing for confirmation, candidates are asked to think and to pray about how the Holy Spirit is working in them, seeking to be made open to the presence and work of the Holy Spirit in their lives, and to be made aware of the working of the Holy Spirit in and through us. Perhaps you are preparing for confirmation at this strange time, with the prospect of this being delayed. Or perhaps it is still a little way off, something that you haven't yet considered. Maybe you were confirmed recently, or maybe for you this happened a long time ago. Whichever group you fall into, I encourage you today to read John chapter 16, verses 5 to 11, and reflect on how important the Holy Spirit is for you now. Remember the urgency that Christ spoke of the Holy Spirit with his disciples. Are you aware of the Holy Spirit with you in these days? The gift of the Holy Spirit means that we don't have to rely on our own resources to reach God. Our call is through prayer to become better attuned to the wavelength of the Holy Spirit, letting our lives be shaped by the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit inspires us, that is, breathes into us and breathes in us. Why not sit with that image for a little time today and allow the Holy Spirit to breathe into you? Through our baptism and confirmation, and in our lives as Christians, we are called to be ambassadors of Christ. We take on the responsibility to represent Christ in the world, just as ambassadors are meant to represent beliefs and values, culture and interests of their countries abroad. We are called to be Christ's ambassadors, God's co-workers in the world. It is with the Holy Spirit as the air that breathes in us that we are enabled to do this. Amen.